Taking it too far with cows. We kill them, we eat them, we wear them. That's on par with most animals. But with cows, we also eat veal, which are their children. Then we drink their milk. It doesn't sound as bad, but it's the milk intended for their children we ate. We eat their babies, and then we eat their babies' food. With cookies. Just dunking cookies in there, just a midnight snack. But then, on top of all of that, we take pictures of our missing children. Put it on their milk. Hey, sorry for killing your kid. Haven't seen my kid, though, have you? Really worried about my kid. Your kid's dead, ate him, washed him down with his own food. Keep a lookout for my kid.
Back in the early second millennium, British people were completely disconnected from the animals going into their mouths. And 3 men arose to enlighten a nation.
Fucking hell.
Middle-class people felt concerned that they could be eating the same unhealthy, unethical food as poor people. And so were delighted when the white man Gordon Ramsay showed them how they could eat free-range animals.
Flattering, but I'd like to talk to you a little bit about this whole name thing. It's possible that you made a little bit of a mistake naming them.
Ready?
Possible, because it's that much easier to form a sentimental attachment to a creature if you give it a name.
It's actually quite interesting when you see how attached the kids have become.
You've got to start saying to them, which is looking the tastiest.
Next, Gordon tried rearing his own sheep. He insisted they be kept in lovely conditions that made them happy.
You wait, they're going to be really, really looked after here. They're going to have a lovely time. They're going to be happy.
I'm glad to hear it. They're killing my voice.
I do think that happy meat tastes better. Definitely. I think it does, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Yet most people watching Gordon Ramsay didn't have the time or space to rear their own sheep, and so continued to eat sad sheep and die.
What's your favourite food in the world?
McDonald's or Kentucky. Burger King.
Fortunately, man of the people and spokesperson for the Jamie Oliver company, Jamie Oliver, launched his own campaign against cheap school meats.
But while we continue to serve this kind of food, we're not helping the situation at all.
Kids and schooling and making sure that they're healthy when they leave, for crying out loud, is a basic necessity and right to every parent, whether the parents are thick as shit or not, you know. And as we all know, there's a lot of thick parents out there.
He successfully replaced the mashed-up flesh in school dinners with healthier, non-mashed-up flesh. Jamie did everything he could for humans, apart from promoting the one diet that wouldn't have just made them healthier, but saved the lives of billions of their fellow animals and reduced climate change.
Wow. It's so good.
If only he'd listened to himself while skiing.
Mindful vegan vegetarian diets are looking really good at the moment. The future is about a plant-based diet.
And not to be left out, super chef Hugh Fearnley-Whittingstall became profoundly concerned about cod being fished to the point of extinction.
Here on this beach today, we start a campaign. How many of you are going to get behind that campaign?
Hugh convinced Britain to stop eating cod and start eating mackerel.
So Tim's mission is to get us all eating a bit less cod and looking further down the food chain for alternatives.
Shortly after, mackerel became overfished and so also died.
I've been banging on about people eating more mackerel for a lot recently.
From where we stand now, it seems obvious that to promote the preservation of fish, Hugh could have told people to stop eating fish, but instead he wrote a book about how to cook fish. The public were overwhelmed with the changes that weren't happening.
And then I tried rearing my own sheep and it ran away. But I bought a sheep. I miss him.
The television chefs continued to inspire humans to improve their lives.
Hundreds of thousands of you joined my rubbish revolution.
But it was left to the art world to consider the lives of other animals. And Malati Soyodamo danced on butter, sending a clear message to the dairy industry. Meanwhile, in New York, Marina Abramovich spent 11 weeks at the MoMA, sat opposite people who ate meat and judged them in her head.
You put a whole chicken's breast in your mouth? Would you like me to eat your mother's tit?
Are you guys funded by any vegan organisations? No. What about you? Are you funded by any meat organisations? No.
No, I mean, the only affiliations I have would be like my sponsor for my podcast would be, you know, like the Carnival Space Bar. That's not like an industry. That's a mom and pop product. Yeah.
Right.
I smell bullshit. Don't know what to call it other than bullshit. Blows my mind.
Funded by any meat organisations? No.
No, I mean, the only affiliations I have would be like my sponsor for my podcast would be, you know, like the Carnival Space, like a meat-based bar. That's not like an industry. That's a mom and pop.
By now, the public had grown tired of artists telling them that meat was murder. Otherwise, popular musicians had been doing it for years. So Paul McCartney launched the more upbeat Meat Free Monday.
Meat Free Monday. Well, Meat Free Monday. It's a fun day.
Which, of course, to us now sounds almost as offensive as Ethnic Cleansing Free Tuesday.